You're on.
Hi, this is Lindsay at PassionateHomemaking.com, and today we are joining Amy, my cousin Amy, in her kitchen, and we are making Lacto-Fermented Salsa with Titus playing the piano in the background.
Hi, Titus.
And I am using whey for mine, but Amy, because she is lacto intolerant, she is using a starter, and we'll get to that in just a minute. But to start us off, we are Titus, buddy. Come here. We're doing 1 onion with approximately 1 pepper, 1 jalapeno cut in half, and half a cup of cilantro smashed into this little container, half a cup, and 6 cloves of garlic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to pulse that in our food processor here, thanks to Amy.
My lovely food processor. Okay, it's okay for right now. We're taking a video right now, so wait to talk to Mom for a few minutes. Can you say hi for the video? Hi. Natalie helps cut tomatoes.
Okay, so I'm pulsing that. It's still got some chunky onions in here that are being very stubborn on us. Then we're going to slowly add our tomatoes, and I weighed them out here. So the recipe actually calls for 2.5 pounds, which, since we have less pepper, we're actually using more tomato. So it's approximately 4 cups of tomatoes, 3 pounds, right? It was like 3 pounds of 4 cups approximately.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to actually pull some of these together, and then I'm going to dump the contents into my bowl and pulse the rest of the tomatoes, because otherwise we're going to get a green puree here. And we want a little bit of chunk.
That's right.
Oh, this onion is really being stubborn on it. Put that in there.
Throw it out.
So the contents go into there. There's the rest of the tomatoes in our processor. This is actually really easy, and you get all the nutritional benefits of the lacto-fermentation at the same time. So I am thankful for Amy for inspiring me to do this today. We'll just hope it tastes good.
We'll hope it turns out.
Okay. So we are going to combine the contents. It's probably a little too chunky. What do you think, Amy?
It is a big tomato. But just get a little messy and chop it up.
But anyway, we'll just show you real quickly the additions we're adding here. We are adding 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, or you can use the juice of 1 lemon. But we went online and found out that 2 tablespoons equals the juice of 1 lemon.
And it's much easier to use.
And then we're using a tablespoon of red wine vinegar. And we are using 2 tablespoons, this is a ½ gallon, this is enough for ½ gallon. So we're using 2 tablespoons of real sea salt, because this is the best for flavor and all the good nutritional minerals and such. So we're using 2 tablespoons per ½ gallon for that. And then at this point,
look at that goodness.
and it is delicious. At this point, we will add our acid, which I am using. Yeah, I use ½ a cup of whey, or you can use the body ecology diet
culture starter.
Culture starter for that.
Which is the same culture starter you use to make sauerkraut and other cultured veggies.
Which is good to know, because I did not know that, how to do that without the whey.
Now you know.
But I made my whey just by simply taking a batch of whole milk yogurt, and I drained it in a cheesecloth over a bowl. And actually, it was only a matter of a few minutes. I just squeezed it, and all the whey came through the cheesecloth. You can also use a cloth napkin to do that, which makes it really easy just to
And it's also cheaper than using the Body Ecology Diet Starter.
Yes, so if you don't have a problem with your...
Then by all means use whey.
digestion.
I wish I could.
So there we have it. So now we're going to dump that. Well, it's probably not ready yet, but we'll add your Body Ecology Diet later. We're just going to show it what's in here. Oh,
Funnel is down bottom right in the plastic Tupperware container.
perfect. Here we go. Simple. Dump this all in here. And then we will simply cover it with a lid tightly. Leave it on the counter for 2 to 3 days until it's bubbly. And then transfer it to cold storage. And
it will last three months or so in the fridge or a cold cellar.
Really only 3 months?
Yeah, something about tomatoes
Interesting.
that it lasts not quite as long.
Oh, you can't make a whole lot unless you...
And I think you
and
want...
then you add half a cup of water to immerse. Right?
well, but we should add our starter,
Oh, you do that. Sorry.
because that'll be the water that we need.
Thanks for joining us.
I am making a dairy-free lacto-fermented salsa with the Body Ecology Diet Culture Starter, and I just stick it in some warm water with a little sugar and then add it instead of whey to the salsa, and that should give it the little boost it needs before the lactic acid kicks in and the salsa starts preserving itself.
So how much do you need for the 2 gallons that you want to make?
I'm using, for 2 gallons, I'm using, I think, 1 teaspoon of which is about half of a package. They come in packages, so I'm using 1 to 2 teaspoons for 2 quarts. We'll see how that works. I'm pretty sure that's enough, but we will find out.
So this is the last step. Introduce the last step of adding. Go ahead.
This is the last step of adding water to the top to make sure the food is all submerged. Add a quarter to half a cup. And we need 2 to 3 inches of room at the top before you close it up.
Are you going to close it up for us? Okay, there you go. Beautiful. And over here on the counter we have our non-dairy salsas for Amy. And over here are the whey versions. Dun-dun-dun. I think she got the better end of the deal because hers were less pulse than mine. But it was still a lot of fun, so thanks, Amy.
Thank you.
Here is our lacto-fermented salsa. It's been actually 3.5, almost 4 days now. Been sitting at room temperature, so I just didn't get to it yesterday. I just tasted it now, and it tastes delicious. And I definitely noticed some bubbles, like I could hear the bubble sound, like of a... Can you know if you can hear that? Not necessarily seeing a lot of bubbles, but definitely like hearing that it's been, fermenting a bit there, which makes it, I believe, ready to go in the fridge because it said 2 to 3 days, and it's been sitting for 3.5. I said before. You can see it there at all. Yeah, see the bubbles there? Definitely got some bubbliness to it. And it tastes really, really good. So I'm excited to transfer that to my fridge. And I can keep that in there for roughly 3 months. Tomatoes apparently don't last as long in lacto-fermented. But I'll keep that in my fridge for 3 months. And enjoy some good lacto-fermented benefits. So that's that. And thanks for joining us.